Hi, welcome back to Shantae and
T.
And today, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be talking. This is tea time. My mug has an A on it because my name starts with the A. If you didn't know, it's actually Shantae. So if you're like, why does her mug have an A if her name's Shantae? It starts with the A, people. Okay, so how are you guys doing today?
Y'all good?
Yeah, good, because we're going to be talking today.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for a long time. This video is no reactions. This is just talking.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be talking about something a little serious.
Mm-hmm.
So, we need the mature people to be watching this. The mature people. We don't need the childish, fan war, crazy fan girls,
Bullshit.
you know.
I don't want to hear it.
Because there's a good and bad in every fandom. We all know that. We need the good side. We need the mature side to be listening and taking in everything we're saying. Not just, what? Why would you? No, we don't need that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be mature. Alright, let's go. So we're going to be talking about what it's like seeing and discovering certain things as a black person that listens to K-pop. Okay? Emphasis on that. Because, you know, you could be someone of a different race and you're like, oh, well, I don't get why that would be insensitive or wrong. Well, you're not us, so you don't understand.
Right.
So you have no opinion on that because it does not relate to you. You can just cut that out right now.
Yeah.
So we don't need those comments. Well, what? Why? Well.
No.
No, you don't understand. You don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't comment on that particular thing.
Mm-hmm.
If it's something else, sure. No. Okay, so this all started. I don't even know how long ago it was.
It was earlier this year.
It was definitely
this year.
This was a couple months ago. I don't even know.
It wasn't even a couple months ago. I'm telling you, it was earlier this year. Like early this year.
Okay, early this year.
Thank you.
Shut up.
No.
Earlier this year, we were on Twitter. I don't even know how I found this. I don't remember. But we found a thread that listed a long list of ignorant, problematic, just very weird things that K-pop idols have done or said.
Right.
And we went through that thread together.
Mm-hmm.
And we're very shocked by some of the things, well, a lot of the things that we came across. If you were trying to find the thread, I think it's gone now because we tried to look it up about an hour ago and we honestly can't find the thread.
Right.
So it might have been deleted or something, but we found the thread and it had, every group, almost all the different things they have said, done. And we were really, really shocked because before this, we listened to groups, we gave everybody a chance.
Right.
Before that, if you're a K-pop group, let's listen to you. Let's just check you out. We gave everybody a chance. We didn't just knock off anybody. Oh, I don't think I'd like that. We gave everybody a chance.
Right.
And going through this list and seeing these people's names and the things they've said, it was like, oh.
Really?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like, okay. So
cool.
We were very shocked.
Yeah.
Very disappointed is the big word in this. Very disappointed. Because you see these things and it's like, wow. Like, y'all said that in this day and age. And you have so many fans that are
different cultures.
Yeah.
Races, and you're doing this shit.
Yeah. It's a really weird feeling that comes across you because it's like you don't even know how to feel.
Right.
It's like, should I even still listen to this person? Should I even still watch this person? It's like you don't even know what to do. And it's a very confusing time because I remember for a minute we were like, you know what? Now the reactions are just, they're about to get real serious.
Yeah.
We're not just about to,
react to everything, basically.
Yeah. It's like we're about to get a lot more just honest about how we feel. About who we'll react to.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just the way it's going to be.
And oh well.
Yeah.
Basically.
And I know it sounds kind of funny coming from a channel that reacts to K-pop videos.
Right.
But it's just, when you see certain things, depending on what they said, what they've done, different things are going to hit you in different ways.
Yeah.
And it's like, do I still support this person after seeing this? Do I still want to watch this person after they said that? It's like, it's a very weird pick and choose kind of situation and you don't know what to do.
Right.
So if you don't see us reacting to a certain person, that doesn't mean we flat out hate them and want them to die, but
no,
we just personally don't want to watch or react to that person.
I feel like we respect ourselves more.
Yeah.
It's more of a respect thing.
Because if you do this and make us look a certain way, make us look like a joke, make us look like we're nothing, why would we spend our time sitting here
supporting you?
No. That just makes us look like fools.
Right.
No. So we're not going to do that.
Literally.
The number one excuse that people love to use when certain scandals happen is, oh, well, this particular idol, they just didn't know. They didn't understand how bad what they were saying was. They didn't know. And I definitely understand that to an extent, because I get it. Korea is an entirely different, place. Before K-pop, I didn't know anything about Korea. I heard of Korea, and that was just that. I didn't know anything about Korea, about the people, about the culture, I didn't know nothing.
Right.
So I get that it is an entirely different place, and they're not going to know everything about America and America's history, America's culture. They're not going to know everything.
However,
I feel like this same thing has been happening over and over to the point where idols should really just start educating themselves beforehand. It's like the same thing keeps happening over and over, and yet nothing's being done about it. It's like if you see a certain idol being talked about, a certain idol having a scandal because their fan may not have liked something they said or done, you'd think they'd take it into their own hands to go and educate themselves instead of just ignoring it.
Right.
Because you think you can just use that excuse every time. Oh, I didn't know. I just didn't know about that. I didn't know it was bad. It's like,
did you really know?
It's like, it's 2018.
and that's the thing. It's 2018 going on 2019. But it's like, you should know. Yeah. I feel like there's no excuse anymore.
Because we get, they're in another,
It's a thing called Google.
Yeah, that's the thing. In this day and age, it is so easy to go on Google, go on YouTube, go on Naver, their app, whatever, and just find the information. It's so easy to do that now. I get, 10, 12, 13 years ago, it may have been a little harder.
Right.
But the time now,
is
so easy.
Yeah.
Just like it's easy for us to go on YouTube and look at the songs and the translations and the videos, the interviews, and we can find it in seconds. They can do that in seconds. So I feel like this whole thing where an idol says or does something and the fans are quick to jump on it. Oh, well, they don't know. They didn't know. They grew up in Korea. They don't know about this. Okay, well, it's 2018. If you're going to these different places, if you see online, VLive, that you have all these different fans, take the time to learn about them. Like, learn about their culture. Learn about the people that support you.
Hello. What's so hard about that?
I don't get it.
I really don't. I genuinely don't get it.
Yeah. Now, I feel like, in another way, deep down, some idols do know what they're doing is wrong, do know what they're saying isn't right, and yet they try to just make it funny. They try to make a joke out of something that isn't funny.
That's honestly disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like, name drop. No, I'm playing. For example, you got I'm sorry. Honestly, everybody was making fun of. Okay, everybody was making fun of Kai for having a little bit of a darker skin tone.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
And I know that has been a huge thing in not even just Korea, but in Asia in general.
Right.
That's been a huge thing for a long time, where if someone has tanner skin, then they're seen as not being
worthy.
Yeah, if
basically.
someone has tanner skin, they're seen as lower class. As not, you're just not superior.
Yeah.
And so if you have tanner skin, you're inferior. A lot of times when people are explaining to others that's just the way it is, it sounds like they're saying that as if it's okay. You'll be like, oh, why, some people will be like, oh, why are they so whitewashed here? Why is their skin so much whiter than it actually is? Well, that's just the way it is over there. Like, they just make their skin whiter. And it's like, you're saying that like it's okay when it's not. It's something that's been going on for years and years and years, but that doesn't make it okay.
Right.
So, I just don't really understand that. It's like, people try to say it in a way as if they're justifying it.
Yeah.
And that's not something that needs
to be justified.
Yeah. You're whitewashing your idols, your favorite idols or whatever, and it honestly just gives off the vibe that, like, you don't even appreciate their natural skin tone. It's like you only like them if they look like this. I don't get it at all. Especially with BTS's last, era, Love Yourself. As Namjoon said at the UN speech, your skin color, gender identity, all that. And yet, y'all don't even get that. It's like y'all
sat up there and whitewashed the GIFs.
Yeah.
I saw GIFs. And he's saying this, and you're all whitewashing him.
You whitewashed the GIF of him saying,
like,
love yourself no matter your skin color. And yet you whitewash it and make him 10,000 shades lighter. It does, like, what's not clicking? What's not clicking? Like, are you not looking at what you're doing? Are you not paying attention? So also, we do know, because we follow BTS on Twitter, obviously, we're armies, and people always talk about how they use the Snow app, which whitewashes their skin as well. And whenever they do that, honestly, everything in me just wishes that they would stop doing that, obviously. I know not everyone in the entire continent of Asia is going to stop that way of thinking. It's something that's been rooted in them for life, and so not everyone is going to change their minds, but a lot of people will and are changing their minds about that, and I wish that the guys would stop doing that. I really wish they would. It just doesn't send off a very good vibe, honestly. Yeah. It really doesn't. Yeah. I wish they would stop doing that, but...
Especially if you have a whole fucking concept. Yeah. Love yourself. Yeah. And you're sending out... Yeah. Pictures of y'all white as fuck. Yeah. Knowing y'all not that fucking white. Yeah. Like, that don't make no sense to me.
Hillsop was starting to do it, too. He was starting to stop using it as much, but then he used it yesterday. Yeah. And I was like...
Like, y'all skin tones are, like, lit. The fuck?
Yeah,
like, y'all skin tones are fucking nice.
Beautiful.
I don't get it.
Me
I just don't fucking get it.
Me either. But like you said, with the... Guys, we don't want to... When we name drop, we're not doing it to be childish or start a war or go crazy. Yeah. We're just name dropping because we need to have examples laid out and explain why these things are wrong. Mm-hmm. We're not doing it to start a war, okay?
So if y'all got a problem,
just calm down.
Calm down.
Because nobody's trying to call out your group. We're just stating things in a mature way. Yeah. We're not trying to start a war.
Yeah.
So.
Please don't come for us. And I mean that. Like, just listen.
Please. Okay. Let's have a mature conversation. Yeah. Let's not yell at each other back and forth on Twitter because I don't do that. Because I don't waste my time yelling
I'm just not going to answer. I'm just going to look at it and keep moving.
Like, I don't waste my time doing that. Let's talk. Let's have a mature conversation and go on with our day. Mm-hmm. So, like you said with the EXO members making fun of Kai's skin color, they've done that time and time again and again and again. And it's not right.
It's not right.
And it's not okay. And yet they make a joke out of it to make it seem funny. And I really don't like when people do that on one end. It really does depend. Because, like, us, we are black. Yeah. Most of our hate comments that we've gotten on YouTube are about us being black. people calling us out for being black, literally. And it's like, the first thing we do when we see these hate comments is laugh. And it's like, okay, but you just said it's not funny. It's more like we're laughing at the fact that they thought the comment would actually affect us. It's like, yeah, we're black.
But in a way, it kind of does affect me because it's like, dude, like, why would you take time out of your day to sit up here and talk shit about me because of my skin tone? I can't help that I'm black. I can't help that. So for you to sit up here, you black, I can't say that word because she knows what I want to say. I'm not going to say it. Yeah. I'm not going to. We're not gonna put the comments out.
Yeah, we're not gonna put the comments. Because I'm not gonna
we're not gonna give them the satisfaction of, you know, affecting us. But it's like, goddamn, really? Like, you really want to say all this? Yeah. You could have just went on about your merry day.
It's like, you feel better now? You got it out? You feel big and bad now?
Like, I bet you won't say it to my face.
So we're more so laughing at the fact that somebody literally took the time out to comment this on our page and thought we were actually going to be heard about it. Yeah. It's like, you feel good now? You got it out? Cool. But when somebody, like, they're Korean and they're making fun of his darker skin, and that's not okay for you to have somebody saved in your phone as Blackie because they have dark skin.
Yeah,
that's not funny.
That's not funny at all.
It's not funny.
I wish somebody would save my name under their phone as Blackie. Like, I would slap the shit out of it.
Yeah, like this. It's just not funny, and it's not okay to joke like that about issues like that. It's just, no, that's not okay. It's just another example of nowhere in the world is perfect. Like, some people were like, oh, I'm gonna, go to Korea, I'm gonna go to Hongdae, go to the Noraebangs, I'm gonna have fun, I'm gonna go to my idol's, building and stand outside the building and see if they come by, and it's just the perfect land, and I love Korea. Like, I just love everything about Korean culture.
Oh my God.
And it's like, no matter where you are in the world, not everything is perfect. Not everything is great. America is trash. America has wonderful things, and it has completely horrible, disgusting things, all rooted in its culture and history. No matter where you go, there's going to be a mix of good and bad, and that's very evident for Korea as well. It doesn't matter where you are. So I just wish that a lot of people would grow out of this way of thinking that it's just this fantasy land where you can go to see your oppas, because that's not what it is.
Literally.
And you need to know that there are good and bad sides in everything, and we have to deal with it and try to change it the best way we can, which is talking about it. Hello.
You don't see us talking about, I want to go to Korea. Let's go to Korea, Sean. You don't see me doing that shit. Like,
I do want to go one day.
One day.
I don't think I would ever feel comfortable, like, living there.
Oh, no. No, I'd be fucking terrified.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, somebody going to sit up here and talk shit about me. I'm walking down the street trying to go get some food.
I remember I was watching one video of this black lady that lived there, or she visited there, I think, with her boyfriend. He was Korean, and they were out somewhere, and he said that they were together, and this old lady had talked to her boyfriend, like, and said something in Korean, and then she walked off, and she said that her boyfriend looked, like, really, really upset, and she was like, what did she say? I told her that, like, the lady had said, oh, she was pretty for a black girl, and I was just like, yeah, the way that they feel about having darker skin tones is just really disgusting to me.
Yeah.
Like, I get that that's your culture, but it's not okay.
At all.
You've seen this with a lot of different groups, actually, just constantly making fun of members for having darker skin. Like we said with EXO and Kai. I've seen it with Vix. I was watching, I think it was Weekly Idol, and he had to draw one of the members, and he drew just a black line or like a black circle, and that was the member because he was darker. And I was like, okay, like that. Like when those things happen, and you're just randomly watching a video, and these things just happen, it's just like a pause, and you're like, you don't even know how to feel in that moment. It's like, it's so off-putting to the things that were just going on. It's like a dent, and you can't forget that dent that was in that video. You can't just bypass it. Oh, well, they were just joking, because it's not a joke.
Right.
It's not funny. So
Oh, also Shonu.
Shonu? They made fun of Shonu?
Mm-hmm. And then that comment of him built like a black man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw a video where Kyungwon said that where Shonu was like built like, or was it Wonho? It was Shonu?
I think it was Shonu.
Shonu was built like a black
man, like he was just.
And it's like why would you have to direct it straight to that? It's just so like you see. It's like when you hear these things, it's like, where are you even finding the logic in this? Why would you even
say that?
Yeah.
In the first place. It
just leaves you so confused. It's like, what are you doing? What are you saying? And it's like, why? Of course, we're going to talk about BTS because people are going to be like, oh, well, y'all love to talk about all these other groups, but y'all don't talk about y'all own group. Y'all talk about BTS. Y'all talk about Namjoon, what Namjoon said, and Namjoon did.
Shut up.
We know what Namjoon did. We know what Namjoon said. We know what he said during the song when they performed it on stage. We've seen a video of them singing it, a song somewhere in like 2013, 2014, singing it, said the N-word. Yes, we know. We've seen another video from a couple years ago.
It wasn't even, yeah.
Yeah, it was about 4 years ago.
2015, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we saw that video today. While we were looking for other videos, we found a video today of Namjoon from 4 years ago, and he said things that were like, whoa. But the thing is, Namjoon, he has expressed his deep, deep apologies for what he has said. He has expressed how bad he feels about the things he said and the way that he was. He has apologized so much and in detail. Mm-hmm. Not just a 2-sentence apology from the company. He has expressed in detail how bad he feels about the way that he thought, the way he acted in the past. He has shown that he has grown from that, and we haven't had any problems since then. That has been years since we've had a problem. He has grown. He said, that's it. That's over. I know what I need to do now. I understand. I learned. I took the time to go and educate myself. Right. Now I know. And we're not going to have those problems anymore. And we haven't had those problems anymore. And I've been a fan of BTS since 2016. About 2017.
I would say the beginning of 20. I found them in 2016, like December 2016. But I didn't start getting into them until beginning of 2017.
And I was telling her earlier. I feel like that was for a reason. I found them when I was supposed to find them. Because if I had been a fan in 2013 and 2014 and I had heard the things and seen things that they said, it would have left me feeling some kind of way. Right. So everything happens for a reason. I found them when I needed to find them. When they were in that time period where they were growing, they knew exactly what they were doing. They had learned, and it was time to just get to cracking.
And prosper from there.
Yeah. I found them when I needed to find them because that wouldn't have... That wouldn't have worked. So I'm glad that I wasn't there during that time. It was an amazing time music-wise. They had amazing music, but they were still learning things that they needed to already know before they got into that. And I feel like that needs to be a thing now for idols to just learn. Because if you debut, you're going to have fans from everywhere. Right. It's not just going to be Korea. I get that you're a Korean group, but you need to think about your supporters. Your supporters can be from anywhere. Right. And you need to know about them and their culture and not to appropriate or mock their culture as a joke. Because it's not a joke.
Mock their culture.
Yeah, it's like... I don't get it.
I don't get it.
So, I feel like at this point in time, that whole excuse of they don't know, they didn't know about that, they didn't understand, they grew up in Korea is different where they are. That whole thing is just...
Cut it out.
It's done.
It's done.
Because it's 2018.
Right.
It's not 2005 anymore. It's not 2006. Times are different. It's so easy to go online and learn about anything. Right. Anything. Right. Anywhere. That whole thing is just...
It's dead.
No.
So, if I see anything from now on, that's bullshit. I'm done.
Also, you wanted to talk about Wendy.
Wendy.
You can go ahead.
All right. Let's talk about Wendy from Red Velvet. Okay. So.
First off, we just gonna say we don't claim her.
I don't claim her.
We don't hate her.
I don't hate her.
We don't wish death on her. Because fans, they love to take to the extreme when you say you don't like somebody.
Right.
But we don't like her.
No.
And it's for a valid reason to us. It may not be a valid reason to you, but it's a valid reason to us.
Okay. This woman sat up there and imitated a black woman.
Imitated with her idea.
With her idea of a black woman is. Multiple times. And that's not okay with me. Because I could have been a Red Velvet stan at one point in time. When me and her first heard that song, Bad Boy, we heard Bad Boy, I was like, oh.
And we really wanted to get into Red Velvet.
And I wanted to get into Red Velvet so bad. I'm like, okay, cool, I have to learn these names, I have to learn these faces, I have to look. Okay, and then I see that shit. I'm like, well, that just turned me completely off.
Yeah.
Because you have so many fans all over the world. And I'm sure there's a whole bunch of black people that like them. And for her to do that.
There's a lot of black Red Velvet stans that were really hurt by that.
Yeah, and you keep doing it.
Yeah, and that's the really weird part about it. She does it as if it's like her gag, her joke of the interview. Whatever show they're on, that's her thing. Like, that's my go-to to make everybody on the show laugh. If I was anywhere and somebody was like, yeah, I got a funny little thing I could do, I can do this impression of like a black woman, I would be like,
bitch, what?
Like, that is not
funny at all.
I don't get that. And she's done it so many times, like it's just normal, like it's her thing. And you can't even use she doesn't know that that's not okay, because she's not even from Korea. She didn't grow up there.
No. She's from Canada. Okay? You went to school with some black people, okay? So there's no excuse.
And so she took whatever idea, whatever she saw in front of her in Canada and stereotyped that to every single black woman. And that's what you're demonstrating when you go to all these shows.
Like, wow.
Like every black person that you meet on the street isn't going to be the same as every other black person you meet in your life.
Right.
You don't put this one stereotype on a certain type of people. Like, did she even think about how her fans would feel about that? I don't.
And then on top of that, you got people calling her racist at their shows. At their shows.
Like, that's so strange, because somebody paid to go and see you, so they obviously liked the group, but they were still so hurt by what you did, they felt the need to yell and point you out exactly, because they were hurt by you. They said, I'm here to support Yeti, Sogi, Joy, and Irene.
Right.
I'm not here for you. They made emphasis on that. And I just feel like going forward, anything Red Velvet does, I'm going to listen to it.
Yeah.
For the other girls.
Pretty much.
The way Wendy did that. And if you're of a different race, you can't have any type of opinion on that, because that has nothing to do with you. She's not talking about you.
About you.
She's talking about her idea of who we are.
Right.
And
that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Blackface. We're talking about blackface.
Oh my god.
Blackfacing.
I feel like that just goes with the excuses again. If anybody else does it past this year,
oh, I'm done. Like, you're canceled.
It's just like, no.
That's not even cute.
Because it's so easy to just look it up and find out why that's not okay. So that whole thing is just dead. That whole I didn't know.
And then you got fans trying to tell you.
You know what's really weird? It's like fans always try to say, oh, well, they don't know about that. They didn't know that the N-word was wrong. But then whenever black K-pop fans try to talk about something or bring something up, you're using that same word against them. So you know about it, but your idol doesn't. That
don't make no sense. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
It's not clicking. It's not clicking
at all.
It's like,
and then you try to silence us and make us look like we're the bad guys because we're trying to voice our opinion.
Like with Jackson.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Hold on. Jackson Wang.
Jackson, we don't hate him. We don't wish death upon him. But I just don't really.
Like you love our culture so much.
He loves it. He does. And he wore those dreads.
Wore dreads.
I don't know if it was in the beginning of this year or last year, but he wore those dreads, and his black fans, black agases. I think that's what they call it. No, the fans. It's like agase.
Oh.
I don't know. But the Black Got 7 fans tried to reach out to him and tell him why. Like, they tried to reach out and tell you why what you're doing wasn't okay. And his immediate reaction was, oh, well, haters gonna hate. And it was just like, how did you even think about how that would make them feel? Like, are you not understanding?
Like, you just, he at that moment, he did not give a shit.
He didn't. He
did not give a fuck about
that was him muting you.
Yeah, literally.
That was him saying, no, I'm not going to listen to that because obviously if you're telling me that, then you're not a real fan. You're a hater. Like, that's so not okay.
That's not cool.
That's not okay. Like, that's your fans trying to help you. And you shutting them down. Like, what? I don't get it. I don't get it.
Got JB calling his fucking cat Kunta. What? A black cat at that. You had a white cat right next to you. You got a white cat next to the black cat and you called your cat Kunta. Kiss my ass.
Oh, God.
Oh, Lord. Like, what's up with y'all using Kunta Kinte as an insult? Like, that pisses me off.
That whole thing with Chin a couple months ago with putting the brown thing, and he said he looked like Kunta Kinte. It's like, why? It's like every time, it's like, why would you jump to that? Every time an idol says something, they're jumping to the most ignorant thing they could say. And it's like, why?
Like, what did you do?
Yeah. Okay, so one last thing that we want to talk about is, as a black K-pop fan, black person that listens to a K-pop group, a lot of the times you get into a group and family members, friends suddenly seem to think that you want to be Asian just because you're listening to another type of music, which is another very ignorant and weird way of thinking.
Yeah. Like,
I've, had family members tell me, oh, you trying to be Asian now? And it's like, what are you even talking about?
I can't just listen to the music?
Yeah. So we just want to tell you guys, don't ever feel ashamed or embarrassed to be even open-minded enough to learn about another culture, another place's music. It's good that you're even curious enough to want to listen to another place's music.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. A lot of people, they just want to stick to their one thing in their one box, and they don't want to go out of that box. Mm-hmm. And if you try to show them something that's out of that box, they think it's weird, it's not normal, it's like, what is that? No, that's no. Yeah. And it's like, there's nothing weird or not normal about wanting to learn about other places. That's a good thing. Right. You should always want to continue learning about other things. There's nothing wrong with that. So don't ever think there's nothing wrong with that. Don't ever let anybody try to tell you that there's something wrong with that. Because there isn't. And you're not trying to be them. You're just learning. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
Half the time, these idols are trying to be you.
like, honestly. Like, if you're going to get real.
Just learn about another culture. Don't ever let anybody try to make you feel like it's weird or you're trying to be them all of a sudden.
Right.
Just do what you want to do. And have fun. And enjoy the music. And enjoy the concerts. And just enjoy being a fan of another group. There's nothing wrong with that at all. At the end of the day, the only group that we officially stand is BTS.
Yeah.
But there still are people that we will continue to listen to and give our views to and support. So we just want to say we're still a K-pop reaction channel. We will still react to videos, but We will watch what we want to watch. We will choose who we still want to support and still give our views to. So you may request someone, we may not watch them because we just don't want to. We don't want to support that person. We feel the way that person made us feel, we don't want to support. Right. So at the end of the day, it's our choice. You may not like it, but it's our channel. So you can go and watch someone else. That's just the way it is. So that is pretty much everything that we wanted to say, talk about. If you resonated with anything that we said, if you relate, understand, just go ahead and comment down below anything you want to comment down. If you want to go ahead and send us a hate comment telling us to kill ourselves, go ahead.
Calling us the N-word.
If you want to, go ahead. We'll probably just look at it, delete it, and move on with our lives, and be completely unaffected by it. Yeah. But if you want to waste your time sending a hate comment, be my guest. But if you actually want to talk to us or share something with us, go ahead and leave that below. You can check us out on Twitter if you want to send us a DM there, talk privately, whatever you want to do. Mm-hmm. And share this video if you want to share this video. Let's talk about things, guys, in a mature way. Yeah. Let's not bash and point fingers at other groups. Let's talk about it. Yeah. Let's lay it out on the table and let it be what it is. So yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to do. If you said, hey, you guys are speaking facts, I appreciate that. Or hey, kill yourself, we hate you, everybody hates you. Cool, go ahead and comment that. Mm-hmm. And if you want to unsubscribe, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not going to miss you, so I'm just like, okay.
If you want to subscribe, go ahead.
How you doing?
And welcome. Let's go into 2019 together. And thanks for watching.
Bye.